this is Brian, Cliffside Outfitters. Glad y'all could join us again. Went and done a little fishing this week at Roadhead, one of our local lakes, and we hadn't been up there in a while. Me and my oldest boy Brandon went up there and done a little fishing. Garvis had some other things that he had to do, so we took off up there, and like I said, we hadn't fished there in about 5 weeks, and the water had been so muddy, and the water was high up there, and it was low on Hickory, and we'd made a couple trips down to Norman, and so we went up to Roadhead and see if we could catch some fish, and we messed around a little bit, sort of tested what we left off last time, some deep water into the laps, but we ended up finding the fish right up on the bank. They had done moved in on the bank and were spawning, and we were catching fish in less than 4 foot off the bank, 2 foot of water, 2.5 foot of water, and so we went to a minnow rig and a bobber, just like when I was a kid. You know, we used to get a paddle boat and go down to one of the old local ponds and fish with bobbers, and we just had an awesome time. We did have some difficulties. One of our cameras went out, and I'll be honest with you, it really didn't matter that much because it was a camera that was on me, and Brandon sort of laid a whooping on me. I think I caught 4 fish and he must have caught 40. I don't know if maybe I just wasn't holding my mouth right, but my camera went down, so that's sort of why I'm doing this introductory part of the video, because we try when we fish, and whether we're successful or not, we try to pass along any information that we have. And I know that you, most of y'all experienced crappie fishermen, know just exactly what to do most of the time. But we just like to share, see if we can help someone. And so let me show you the rig that we were using to catch the crappie that we caught. Alright guys, let me quickly show you what we were using on Roadhead. In this video, I've got a number 6 Aberdeen hook, improved clinch knot. You can learn how to tie knots. Just Google fishing knots, but I use an improved clinch knot. It's pretty easy to tie. Up above that 8 or 10 inches, I've got a split shot sinker. That keeps my minnow under my bobber, and that way when a fish bites my minnow, I can see it pretty fast. If your minnow's swimming out to the side, you don't have a split shot, then you know, you may not see, the fish may have eat the minnow and swimming off before you ever realize that you got a fish on there, and you'll hook a lot of fish deeper without that split shot. And then above that, overall, we're about 18 to 24 inches, depending on how deep the water is. If you're fishing 4 foot of water, try it at 3 foot and then move it up to 2. If you're fishing in 1.5 foot of water, well, this whole rig can't be but about 12 inches because you don't want this directly on the bottom. But anyway, you put the bobber on there and then give it a cast, and you know, the fish is right up on the bank, so we're trying to throw as close as we can to the bank without being, you know, getting hung up or being actually on the bank. So I throw it in there and I wait 5 or 10 seconds, and then I'll pull this and move it about 1 foot, and I'll just work that minnow out to 5 or 6 feet from the bank. In this situation, if you know, earlier in the year, I might work it halfway back to the boat, but once your bobber goes under, then you break his jaw. But that's as simple as it gets. It's a elementary fishing technique, but sometimes it's one of the best. So there you have it. It was that's a real simple rig. It's easy to tie, it's inexpensive, and it's easy to use. And any of you folks can go out and get you some minnows and do that and have a good time. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you over to the video and let you see what we were doing. And we appreciate you watching. So I hope you enjoy. sure now. Well, it looks like a blackened, don't it? Man. Damn, he's a little pig. Ain't real big up here at Road is, but they're real fun, ain't they? He gonna make it?
Yep.
Alright. Old Brandon gonna eat good tonight. Oh, there's a crappie. You got it?
Yep.
See it. See it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, little fish.
He act like he's a begging, didn't he?
Yep.
He used that thing
I
off.
know you too little.
Little fella. He's,
I don't know how big this one is, though.
he ain't real big, I don't believe.
I don't either.
But he might be big enough. He might be on the verge of big enough. You know? Might.
He might be. Man, a little fish. He is big enough.
He is big enough. That's kind of what we're